So the recurve men's bronze medal match coming out a little earlier than the schedule dictated because of the gremlins. We are just trying to fix things, but it does mean that we will have 3 gold medal matches in a row to finish this off. But first up, the recurve men's bronze medal match sees 25-year-old USA archer Matthew Nofel take on Great Britain's 28-year-old Patrick Huston. Huston picked up the individual bronze in the last edition in Yankton, and he has 2 European field silver medals. His individual silver for Matthew Nofel of the USA in Yankton in 2022. John Knott there holding up a little bit of paper to shade Patrick Huston's eyes from the evening sun here, early evening in Alberta, Canada.
4 for Great Britain.
30 meters away from the target on a downhill, shooting at a 40 centimeter target on target 1.
4 for USA. For Great Britain. For Great Britain, 4 for USA.
So Huston on 13 after his first 3 arrows on this very first target. If we're just taking a little more time with 2 4s so far.
4 for USA.
Finishing with a 4 and a 12 for Nofel, trailing Patrick Huston by a single point. So we move on to target number 2, a very steep and challenging target, 60 centimeter target face at 45 meters distance. Patrick Huston of Great Britain leading 13-12 over the USA's Matthew Nofel, and I'm delighted that Bernardo Oliveira is back. And thanks so much for fixing the problems that we were having, Bernardo. Great job.
Oh, yeah, don't mention. That was nothing. But, yeah, those gremlins were tough because for such a long time, I couldn't speak at all. I was starting to get afraid here, but...
Well, great start to the bronze medal match here for Patrick Huston with a 1-point lead, shooting a 5 with his first arrow on the second target.
4 for USA.
Now, from that camera angle, it was so interesting to see that it seems Matthew Nofel just has his string maybe less than 1 millimeter away from his nose. Usually we have the string touching the tip of the nose, some archers even pressing them quite hard against the nose, but it seems Matthew Nofel just has it from an incredibly short distance. Just goes to show with the incredible amount of variation that we see in different techniques, but archers achieving pretty much the same scores time and time again. But I heard you mention the changes in... You were talking about the changes in lighting, in the lighting conditions. We even heard Paige Pierce mention it before. But it seems that the lighting conditions remain quite stable. But even though this is the case, we see John Knott holding a paper just shooting Patrick Huston just in case there.
So we move on to target number 3. The closest target, 20 meters the distance on a moderate downhill slope, but a small target faces the challenge for the archers. Target 3 of 4.
3 for Great Britain. 4 for USA.
An opportunity was given by Patrick Huston, and Matthew Nofel took it. Now he decreases the lead held by the British by 1 point. Some sight adjustments over there. Both archers trying to read the conditions all the time for their next shot. We're always using the previous arrow as a feedback for the next one. And sometimes you might even use your opponent's arrows as a way to gauge your next shot.
For Great Britain.
Oh, very smooth and firm execution there by Patrick Huston. That looked really good. He even shook his fist, kind of punching the air in celebration there. And Matt Nofel trying to shrug off the tension there for his last arrow. Might be a decisive one in this match.
Well, that is some comeback from Matthew Nofel. He has closed the gap from 4 to just 1. Target number 4 awaits for the recurve men's bronze medal contenders. Huston of Great Britain closest to us, leading by a single point over the USA's Nofel.
For Great Britain.
Not a bad score on this uphill target.
Not a bad one indeed. Only timing seemed to be a little bit off, but despite that, Patrick Huston adjusting his sight just a little bit there. Funnily enough, we saw him adjusting up and down, and from what I've seen, he actually hit a 4 to the right. So I wonder whether he was aiming off. Wow, trying to anticipate that, but Matthew Nofel, that's a crucial arrow.
5 for Great Britain.
Another good shot by Patrick Huston, but that still leaves him a little bit in the back foot here. And there is so much tension going on. Matthew Nofel breathing heavily, resetting the shot, but he's showed he can do this. Oh, there was too much tension there. We could see he was shaking, and then he just was throwing the bow to the side, trying to make a correction. Wasn't too bad, but
so a 5 to finish for a 53 for Huston. All square with 1 arrow to go.
4 or 5 on the line.
Oh, it's on the line for a measure. This is an important measure as well. Nofel got himself back into the match through a tricky, or certainly everyone else has been finding the third target very tricky. There's no celebrations going on at the moment, so this is a difficult one to call, even with the binoculars.
But I think these archers know that in a situation like this, you need to be prepared to potentially shoot a shoot-off.
So 53 provisionally for Huston, 52 provisionally for Nofel, but with that the third arrow from Nofel, measured as a 4-4, a check, we could have a shoot-off here for the recurve men's bronze medal. Now the finger was pointing up for the judge there. Can't hear the target judge, so we're gonna have to wait for our scorecards to get marked for confirmation.
The official symbol will be 2 arms held out. And we have a shoot-off.
And it has been upgraded to a 5. 53 plays 53 after the 12 arrows from the archers, and we will have a shoot-off for the recurve men's bronze medal here. They're certainly enjoying this. 1 arrow to decide who gets on to the World Championship podium and takes the bronze medal here in Canada. Patrick Huston of Great Britain ready to go against Matthew Nofel of the United States of America. Gone high, right 4.
To win.
Oh, it's gone into the gold, and it's a 5. And what a turnaround from Matthew Nofel of the United States of America. He has taken the recurve men's bronze medal here at the 2024 World Archery Field Championships.